year, but they were making a few yards along the way, and now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. 19.
On second down, here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Here's Wilson to throw. He completes it to Bryant. Touchdown, Washington. Marte. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now Mettenberger. And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And now a look at the Washington defense.
Star Tulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
Here's Mettenberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Tighten up.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now Wilson. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Tempo, 14.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll look to throw here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. I got you.
It's a corner, and he will take it in. Touchdown. Zach Mettenberger with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On first down, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
Now it's Wilson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick.
19.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, I got you now. Over. Check. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. You got tight. Leopard. Hey, check 20. All right, now, look at 56.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down.
Watch the pass. All right, here we go. Detroit. Green, 39. Detroit. Out. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Check 13. Check safety. Under 10. Check 3.
They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Now Mettenberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
No, check. Watch it now, Barney. Check 25. Detroit! Let's go, Stans, make some noise!
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down following the run.
Bring it up. Let me hear it. Let me feel you. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Hey, alert. Double up. Sponge. No. Check 52. Check.
Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Check 26. Hey, 0. Check 31. 36 power.
They go play action now. Wilson steps away. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Redskins. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to air one out. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On third down, Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Now let's go. Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Wide. Get wide.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Mettenberger. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll look to run with Hillman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ronnie Hillman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Play action. It's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Big crowd right here.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it brings up fourth down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Shotgun.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He completes it to Bryant. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 27 yards on the game there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They go play action here on first down. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put them in the driver's seat. And it's up and good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Mettenberger. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Going up top, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Not only was that a 3 and out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
In the slot on the right is Graham.
Easy. Baby, let's get loud. Get up, Graham. Get up. Hey, zero. Watch the twist.
Still going 4 down.
Front it. Hey, switch gears.
Check.
Slam.
36 power.
Check 13.
Check 13.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Mettenberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
All right, here we go. Green, 30. You.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey. Here we go now. 3. Back
Under 10.
From the red zone now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brashad Perriman from 13 yards out. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And he knocks it through. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Wilson surveying the field. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Play action. It's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face because to make that...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Now let's go!
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Play action. Now Wilson finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
19.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
All right, here we go.
Right,
Green.
Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Over. Detroit.
Alert flare.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun. Detroit.
Shift together here from the D-line.
No.
Check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Over. Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Mettenberger, buying time to his left. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Now Russell Wilson appears to be shaken up. And you know they're holding their breath over on that sideline. He's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he motions the wide receiver. Now Mettenberger. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He's going to try and go deep again, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The play action pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Good. Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Over. Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Watch twist.
Now let's go. Back
Check 99.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now. 3-19. Let's go. To 3. All right, now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
You got tape.
Now let's go. Over.
They come up with an offset eye. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hurry up, here we go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Mettenberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 11. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They're going to look to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to go up, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Martavis Bryant with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And for a 3rd time, it's a foot race. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Mettenberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Set. Blue landing. No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Falcons now. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Breshad Perriman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And here come the Redskins now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to let it go again. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Evans. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now.
Now Evans in motion left.
Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. In motion left is Perriman. Here's Mettenberger. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it at the 37. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to take another shot here. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 38 yards. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Here's Foles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big... play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also,
and he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd down, Hillman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
Richmond.
Foles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now it's another carry for the fullback Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Six guy. Check six guy.
Detroit!
Hey,
Detroit!
alert three.
Hurry up, hit me. All right, now, look at 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Graham, complete. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Oh, I got him. Tight left. Check. Fresno.
They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Come back. Black 99 Phillips.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Black 99 Phillips. Black 99 Phillips.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Touchdown, defense.
Shift together here from the D-line.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Two jet. Hey, check 20. Come back.
Check. Crunch.
Come back.
Check.
Richmond.
Switch.
Black 99 Phillips.
Check. Motion to the backfield.
They'll look to throw here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Foles. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go,
Hey,
defense.
Black 22.
Our time.
Reset.
He's coming.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Reset.
Watch the twist.
Two jet.
He's checking Craig.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Get off the field, defense.
Now let's go.
And now a 1st chance for the backup here to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
It's just me and you.
Set. Over.
Check 3.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And tough starting field position here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Gun! All right, here we go. No. Check, Patrick.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So out now come the Redskins. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They go play action here on 1st down. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Now back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something...